So, the Lone Wolf is a gravel race in Iron Mountain, Michigan. There's a 36, 50, or 100-mile course. The 100 is just a 50-mile course twice, and I thought that sounded like a pretty good first gravel race. So, starts off with some pretty nice gravel, some rolling hills for a while, before working your way up on a small climb, then going down a nice paved descent and onto some flat pavement for a while. Keep the average speed up. Pretty good. Then it goes back on some more gravel, some more rolling hills, a little bit of chunky gravel in places, but nothing too bad. Around here, some more rolling hills. Then you get to this farm, goes back to pavement for a little while, before pretty quickly turning back onto some gravel, and then some truck trails and some ATV trails. Nothing too technical the whole course, but there's definitely enough variety to keep it fun for both laps. Since I don't actually have a gravel bike, I decided to slap the aero bars on my cross-country mountain bike, and then got some Schwalbe Thunderbirds, which are pretty low-profile mountain bike tires, and figured it'd be good enough. It was a pretty chill start. I think only around 10 people started for the 100, so there wasn't any fighting for position or anything like that. I realized pretty quickly that I'd never ridden in a group like this before, so I was trying to get comfortable with riding behind people's wheels, and I got to the front of the pack and then realized, oh shoot, I don't actually know how to ride in the front of a pack. So I didn't know really how hard to go or how long to stay up there, but just did my best, and no one said anything to me, so I think it was all right. The weather was pretty ideal. I think the average was about 42 degrees, and we got a little bit of drizzle here and there, but nothing too bad. Able to keep cool, didn't sweat too much. I was really having to work to keep up with the guys on this paved section, but I didn't get dropped, was able to hold on. The mountain bike might not have been the fastest in some of these sections, and the course wasn't really technical enough to use up all the suspension, but my ass and hands were definitely thanking me the next day after the 100 miles in the saddle. It was the beginning of October, so the leaves were just starting to change colors, and everywhere you looked was just beautiful scenery the whole ride. So with a chill ride like this, you're really able to just look around and take it in and appreciate it all. So that just really made it very special. At this point, I was sliding to the back after a pull, and then London here makes an attack, first attack pretty much of the whole race. No one else was going after him, so I decided to do my best to try and chase after him. But went into this race a little heavy, was sitting at around 190 pounds, so he was just zooming away on the climbs. I thought that was the last time I was going to see him, but kept going, and it turns out he ended up dropping his chain, so I was able to catch up with him here. And then he starts pulling away a little bit again, but was able to hold on.
Yeah, first gravel race, so still learning the ropes.
And then he was super nice. He was giving me some advice, talking to me, telling me to keep the power going through the corners.
Shit. think I just dropped that guy. I have no clue how though. He's definitely stronger than me on the climbs. I don't know where he went.
Turns out he just dropped his chain and he was back up to me a couple seconds later. Together for a little bit. I was doing my best to try to not be dead weight and take some pulls, but he's just definitely a much stronger rider than me, so I was really struggling to hang with him. Every time he took a pull, he'd just creep slightly and slightly further away from me until eventually I just decided I can't keep this pace up going for the next 60 miles. Once he left my sight, I didn't have that carrot on the stick anymore, so I had to get the tunes going for some motivation.
I got 2 phones, one for the bitches and one for the dogs. Halfway in, still second, feeling good. No sign of that guy who was in front of me though. He's long gone. A little rainy now. Only 50 miles left. Not bad. On the verge of a cramp. But not quite there. $80 miles in. It is game time. Damn. Whew. Off the road on the last section here. 5 hours in, 10 miles to go.
So, my goal for this race was to finish in under 6 hours, and I ended up finishing in 5 hours 40, so super stoked with that. And then that was good enough for second, so I got this super cool medal. But yeah, by the end, everyone was pretty strung out, so the splits were pretty wide. I think London, he came first, ended up finishing 17 minutes ahead of me, and then the guy who took third was like about 20 minutes behind me. So I could not have done any better than I did. Race pretty much went perfect. No mechanical issues, no nutrition issues. Gut was perfect. Finally got nutrition dialed in, which is great after the rough experience at Margie. And just this whole race was just a super awesome experience. Just super easy after just the sufferfest that Margie is, or was for me. But yeah, I'd definitely do more gravel races in the future, and just recommend anyone who wants a really cool, chill gravel race to try it out. Lone Wolf was just a bunch of great people, put on by great people. Everyone I talked to, super nice. And yeah, just could not have been a better Sunday.